It was video that made national headlines. A Miami Beach doctor slammed to the ground at the hospital where he works. The brutal attack coming at the hands of the son of one of his patients, who has since pleaded guilty to felony battery.
And now for the first time, that doctor is breaking his silence in an exclusive interview. And here's Local 10 News reporter Janine Stanwood.
He attacked me from behind, and the next thing I remember was being in the emergency room as I was rendered unconscious.
That body slam to the ground, the nearly 3 minutes motionless, that Dr. Steven Silvers will only know from this video that made headlines.
I didn't know at first. I didn't know at first exactly what happened.
It was October 2024. The longtime OB/GYN was heading into work at Mount Sinai Medical Center on Miami Beach when he's confronted by this man, a then 19-year-old Ventura Perez del Castillo, the son of one of Dr. Silvers' patients.
He approached me and said, "Are you Dr. Silvers?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You didn't give my mother enough pain medicine."
Silver says he wondered if she was a patient he had just seen or someone whose prescription hadn't been filled.
Hence I kept saying, "Who's your mother? Who's your mother?" He wouldn't answer. And I followed him to the elevator and kept engaging because I wanted to know who the mother was. I would go in my office, I would call the woman. You know, I run a small practice and I have personalized care, and if someone's in pain, I want to know.
But according to the police report, Del Castillo told police he was upset about medication his mother was given. Here he is speaking with investigators.
The next thing I remember is just waking up in the emergency room. So I was in a lot of pain, had multiple rib fractures, had multiple facial fractures. My clavicle was in multiple directions. Brain bleeds.
Silvers would testify in Del Castillo's first appearance from his hospital bed with a black eye and a shaky voice.
I have multiple facial fractures. I have a swollen right eye.
At a later hearing, we heard from Del Castillo's mother, Carolina Perez, who told a judge while she didn't direct her son to confront Dr. Silvers, she did tell him she was unhappy after an appointment 4 months prior, claiming Silvers gave her opioids during a procedure she didn't want.
I can't have that.
Silvers tells us it's impossible to administer narcotics against someone's will or without consent.
The patient has to have a tourniquet. The patient has to open and close. All the patient has to do is say, "I don't want it." So the whole story didn't make any sense, because if I was so mean or rude to her, why come back to my office twice months later?
Silvers has been licensed to practice medicine for 40 years. He says he's been delivering babies here at Mount Sinai since 1989.
I'm very involved philanthropically in the community.
Records show Silvers is a doctor in good standing with no disciplinary history. Last month, Del Castillo pleaded guilty, admitting his actions, telling the court he's sorry.
I hope he is.
Do you accept his apology?
Sure. I hope that he can have a better life. You have to be careful what you say to your children, no matter how old they are. And you have to be careful about, are you really telling the full truth to your child?
On the phone, his mother tells us he's now on house arrest and that he does feel remorse. Silvers is back to seeing patients.
You know, there are times that I have sharp pain reminders, absolutely. My friends, you know, I've always been the rock. I've always been the giver. My family, my rabbi, they all said to me, you have to accept people helping you. And it's not very easy.
On Miami Beach, Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.